hand on heart, the Master 200 is, I believe, the hardest oral exam. I know there's Master Mariners out there that will go, no, the foreign going unlimited is harder. Yes, it probably is harder, but you have done the formal training. A Master 200. The last exam you did was the RAA Yacht Master or equivalent. That means you possibly have done no formal education. No one's ever sat down and said, this is what the buoyage means. This is what an examiner, an MCA examiner, is looking for. No one's explained how the MCA expects you to do radar plotting. No one's explained how to do a secondary port. You have an idea from the RAA, but it's different for the MCA. So I hand on heart feel for you. And I made my new Master 200 course with that very much in mind. So let's have a quick look at the syllabus. And here is the problem with this exam. It is a master for coded vessels less than 200 gross tons. Officer of the watch, yachts less than 500. So you have to be a master of any coded vessel of less than 200 and an officer of the watch for yachts less than 500. That is hard work. The OOWs, they do their nav and radar, their GSK, they do an awful lot of written modules to get to the point of applying for their NOE. My course is designed to help you bridge that gap. It's to get you from here to a pass. Let me show it to you. I'm very, very excited to show it to you. It will start off with the basics. And I have incorporated some of my tried and tested videos, content from my Officer of the Watch and my Master 500 3000, and then created very, very specific information for the Master 200. So we'll start with buoyage, and there's 60 sections here. There's 38 hours of footage, 330 plus pages of notes, 858 quiz questions today, and that number will always get higher. I update as things change. So we're going to start with buoyage. We're going to start with coal regs, situations, lights. Then who or what is the master? Joining a new ship. And then, this is my first of the Master 200 Pacific videos or content. Master 200 certification. It's so different than anyone else because you're dealing with a small ship, normally less than 24 meters. So we're talking about MGN 280. We're talking about the workboat code. We're talking about, possibly, if it's less than 200, the large yacht code, or even a small passenger ship, less than 3 miles off the coast, any size boat. So I've dealt with that in my certificates video. Master 200 survey, Master 200 joining certificates, then the official logbook, Master's inspections, Master 200 tide. And I take it from, secondary ports, how tide works, how to use a tidal stream atlas, everything you would need. It's going to be a long video, 42 minutes long. Master 200 compass, again, 44 minutes long. I know you don't have a compass binnacle on your boat, I know. But you do have something in the deckhead, or you do have a transmitting heading device of some form. Master 200 charts, Master 200 passage planning. And then I've also given you OOW passage planning. And then, how to do it on an ectis. And then how to do radar plotting, because you may not have received any formal education on radar plotting. So that's from my OOW nav and radar. No other course is going to give you such a diverse selection of material in one place, designed for one job to make you pass. Then stability, I've given you the OOW version of that because it's going to be light on a smaller vessel for the stability. I have then covered MAIB, OOW fire from an OOW perspective, and then from a master's perspective, because you need both to be able to answer the likely questions in your exam. Safe manning from a Master 200. Master 200 cargo. Yes, you could carry cargo because the workboat code allows you to carry cargo. So you need to know about the IMDG code. I have covered it to a depth that would be expected for a smaller vessel. The same with, seafarer employment, same with medical, and so on. As I said, 60 sections, all designed to make you pass your exam. Let's have a sneak peek inside Master 200 certifications. There's a video that you can control the speed that I talk at, the quality of image, and it will work on any device. There are then my notes and any other reference material you need. You can print these off, you can download them, you can do whatever you like with them. And they cover everything. And they will give you enough of the backbone to create your flashcards. I've given you the titles of the flashcards. Then I ask you to do my simple quizzes. They are very, very, very similar to the exam questions. Let's have a look at a few and I'll show you how they work. You are the master of a vessel under 200 gross tons. You can only carry 14 persons on board. Would you need a sewage pollution certificate? Sewage. Now what size? So I'm going to say no. Let's see if I get it right or wrong. Correct! Because I knew it's for 15 persons on board. You are preparing for a Master 200 exam. Sierra Category 2 is how far from a safe haven? Now there are 6 categories. Do you know the answer? Come on, you're preparing for this exam. You're going to tell me you've done some pre-study. So 6. I'm going to say 3. That would be, depending on if it was day or night, Sierra Category 5 or 6. I'm going to get the wrong one. Let's see what happens if I get the wrong one. Oh, incorrect goes red. And we're going to get the correct answer from my feedback. Okay, so the quizzes go green or red, depending if it's the right answer, and then I give you my feedback. You can then look at the end and it'll give you an indication of how you're scoring and if you should go forwards or you should perhaps re-watch the video. If you do one more. You are the captain of a 30 meter, 199 gross ton charter sailing yacht. Which code of practice should be certified under? So we're over 24 meters. So it's going to be the large yacht code. Yeah. Confirm answer. Correct. Green. So there are lots and lots of quiz questions to give you that confidence that you've understood the content for that section. Then every week I run a weekly webinar. And these are, I wouldn't say they're fun. I would say they're very helpful, educational, and useful. You come along and I ask questions like an examiner. Sometimes a happy examiner, sometimes a less happy examiner. I am going to put you under pressure. Let's find out if you know the answers to the exam questions. Rules, lights, and buoyage. Yeah, every single week. Then I will do a third topic. They normally last between 2 and 4 hours, depending on the numbers. So come along. The advantages are, I'm going to put you under pressure. We're going to learn from each other's mistake. They are recorded for the last week, so you can always review it afterwards, or if for whatever reason you miss it, you can review last week's. I will then suggest heavily that you find a study buddy, and I will give you the tools as in the form of PDFs that have all of the lights, all of the scenarios, all of the buoyage, and then all of the past papers so that you can work with a study buddy and ensure that you're practicing talking out loud. You need my course to pass. So don't hesitate. Subscribe now, and I look forward to seeing you at my next webinar. Good luck.